minutes to
Okay.
do that.
Let me hit the record and welcome everyone. Thank you. Welcome to the Force Coffee Break. So this is the episode number 21, or the 21st episode of the Coffee Break, and we are just having a quick talk about how long it takes to get the coffee done. Yeah, I'm usually a bit fast too, but it takes some time, and I missed mine because I just had one and I was going to prepare a second one and got lost. You're right, Jaime. But yeah. Sorry, I kind of interrupted you, Jaime. Did I? No, you are on mute.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking for the. I have two screens now, so it just kind of goes around. But
Oh,
yeah.
fancy. You're getting fancy now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
At some point you get three like me. So
Oh yeah, no, you're another level. So
yeah.
yeah, welcome guys. I hope anyone else has a mug. I don't. I only have my water bottle today, but
I'm still with my May 4th celebration, and I have a shot.
uh that was mine yesterday. I only have one, so it's in the laundry basket already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
I finished my vape. I'm using vape now.
And who else we have here? Oh, hi Kevin, Peter, Adam. There's a lot of people from our team today. And let me open to you if you have any questions or topics that you want to bring up. Anyone that is joining today.
Yes, please,
I
sure. I
do
think,
have one. Oh,
okay.
sorry. Go on.
So I have a question about, we have this plugin created for on our Forge account, but we need to switch to another Forge account. Now, this plugin we've already installed by several customers on their hub, and we are wondering whether we can move this one without that we have to install a new a plugin by the customers.
Yes, you can move a Forge app from one account to the other. Uh, you just have to send them an email to forge.transfer@autodesk.com. But you need to send that from the account that owns the app. So
Okay.
because that will give us permission to do it, right? So from the account
Hmm.
that owns the app, send us a message with the client ID that you want to transfer and which the new account that you want to transfer that one.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
And that
Yeah,
should be easy. The team does that all the time, so it's straightforward.
But on
Okay.
this note, another question for Daniel. So what
Yeah.
will happen if your secrets get compromised? How you're going to solve that one?
Explain to me. Could you?
So you have a client ID and client secret. If
Yeah.
these got compromised, for instance, you showed them in a recording or maybe committed in a Git, then in order to kind of regenerate, you are regenerating the client secret, and you are changing everywhere. Now, if you get compromised, it is enough to just regenerate one of them, and basically you are safe. In your case, how you organize everything, if your secret gets compromised,
Yeah.
actually what you do.
I don't think we've explored that problem currently just yet. So I think that is something that we still have to look into. I assume that is there a because currently what we do is we go to the customers BIM 365, we go to custom integration, we share that the code, and then they implement there. Now currently we don't have the app yet as a in the store. If we would bring it to the Autodesk store, would that improve that?
No,
Would that be better?
no, it has nothing to do with that. What I
Okay.
was asking you is that since you encountered this problem that you want to change to another account, you have to go to each client to kind of change the secrets. It means that you never encountered these kind of problems, and you have to plan for that. How you're going to
Okay.
change these kind of things in case of something. and it works for transferring from one account to another one. But when you got compromised, this is the problem, is like how you're going to solve that.
I wasn't aware of the problem, so we don't have a solution for that.
I think what Dennis is suggesting is that once you hand over the app to a different account, you lose you don't have control over that account anymore, right? Sorry, you don't have control over the app anymore. The other account will have control over the app. So I think what he's saying also is that once you hand over, you have to give this new owner instructions on how to take care of the client secret to avoid problems. And in case there is some kind of exposure, let's say the code is exposed somewhere, etc., you give that new person instructions on how to take care, on how to regenerate and how to maintain the secret actually confidential. So I think it's really about a process for the new account to make sure that the new owner is aware of the process to keep the secret confidential. Is that
Okay,
it,
so
Dennis?
Go ahead.
No, Augusta, you're right. Usually when I get into something, I try to get as deep as possible. This is the problem. On the surface is, what actually Augusta mentioned. So if you have this kind of problem, you should expect that you have to deal with these kind of things. Okay, you will be transferred to another owner who is going to regenerate the secrets and everything. And I'm not sure in case of BIM 360 if this is the best practice, but usually it is good to have one kind of one client ID per customer. If you
it varies a lot, but having a client ID per customer or per application doesn't really affect security. It's really about how you want to manage
Exactly.
rate limits and features, etc. So if this is a BIM 360 application or any kind of application, the client ID and secret, it's safe regardless where the application is, right? You are responsible for keeping the secret safe, or you or the owner of the application. So that's I think going back to the initial point, right? As soon as you transfer the application to someone new that is not a developer, let's assume that for now, if he's not a developer, please emphasize how important it is to keep the client secret safe and confidential. And if you do that, and if the new owner is also doing that, you're all safe. There is no additional actions that you want to take. Just make sure that the secret is safe. And I assume that you want to transfer from one account to the other for a matter of billing or maybe
It's
ownership.
basically because so we own both accounts. The only thing is that indeed the billing wise and where we are buying the cloud credits from, that it's a bit messy, that we're trying to streamline now better. So therefore we want to move it to the other account.
Cool. Yeah, perfect. That's great. As I said, just send a message from the original owner to force transfer, and we'll do that for you. And as you own both, you know the process, you know how to keep the secret safe, so should be fine.
Okay,
Great.
good. Thank you.
I have a question, if
Yes.
possible, Augusta. Yeah, so we just got asked this question today regarding penetration testing. So they were asking about the Forge API. So the client was asking two parts of the question about penetration testing on our cloud application and on the Forge. So I was looking on Autodesk compliance. It says that we test our system infrastructure products for vulnerabilities. But is there a way to get what they request as executive summary or something like that?
Yeah, so all of the information we have on security is available on the Trust website. Let me open that here.
Yeah,
Dennis also
I put the link in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm on it, but it doesn't show any executive summary that they request.
Yes, I think that's so everything we have available publicly is here, right?
Okay.
Now, if you need additional information, that usually is what is called request for information, RFI. Is that something that you're looking for, RFI, request for information? So in that case, yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So in that case, there is usually a list of questions that you need us to answer. Like, okay, what is the protocol for handling this kind of issue, right? Something like this. I don't know, whatever the questions is. So usually there is a list of questions, and you can definitely send that list to us, and our security team can help you answer that. But to answer those questions, as this is a confidential information, usually requires NDA from you and us, right? Telling, because we're going to discuss confidential information at this point. So it is possible. We need a list of questions, and we can work out the NDA for it, and then the security team will answer all the non-public disclose the non-public information on the questions that you have.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go to compliance tab, you see on the top.
Yeah.
There is here information about the SOC 2 and different things, and including the stop. Yeah, at the top you will see a bit up. Yeah, the penetration testing information.
Yeah.
And this is basically covered by these SOC 2 ISOs and so forth.
Okay. But there's no more information about vulnerabilities and risks that low risk example, like executive summary that to share with the clients. No.
Yeah, not really, case, but not really. But usually the ISO is kind of already. If you are certified ISO like 27001, if you click on it, you will get the whole things that were tested and actually complies to what.
Okay.
And an executive summary for someone would be will be sufficient to just say like it admits to SOC 2, ISO, this one, that one, and that one, and that's it. And those who knows those ISOs, they will say, okay, yeah. Sorry, August, I was.
No, it's great. That's where I was heading to. But this is the public information, and if there is something that is not here, usually there is a list of questions they need answer. So yeah, just
I'll send it by email. So then it will be,
okay.
Yeah. All right,
can
thank
definitely
you.
start the process.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey guys, I have a question.
Hi Togi.
So you know our app we created for the playground manufacturer 3D catalog. The workflow we currently do is get the files from Inventor, change their appearance, put it on Vault, automatically upload it to Forge, and then model derivative takes care of the rest. But I sent this before as well. Sometimes what happens is like when you change the appearance on Inventor, the DWFs that we create out of Inventor and out of Vault, they seem to be very correct visually, but the SVG that's created from the viewer, from the model derivative, is not really correct. And yeah, I mean, this is some type of a bug. I don't know why it's happening. And yeah, we kind of need to understand how we can overcome in the short period of time, at least, just to overcome this obstacle while you guys are solving the actual issue.
So Inventor, let me get the experts here. Maybe Adam knows anything.
Yeah, there are some issues with the appearances, unfortunately, regarding overrides. So if you're overriding the appearance in a component occurrence or even a body proxy, surface body proxy, then they don't seem to show up in SVF at the moment. So I logged a few tickets about this, and they are being looked into.
Yeah, and to make sure I understand, I think you said you're going from Inventor to DWF and then translating DWF. Is that right?
So the main workflow is like go from Inventor to Vault first, because Vault has its own translator, which is Inventor anyway. But the main DWF translator is sitting on Vault. So That's the workflow. So the guys are also using Volt. Yeah. So some of the inventor models, they don't have the accurate material information. That's why some of these models are old models, like 3-4 year old models. They don't want to go. They don't want to overgo like 200 models and change all the materials correctly. So what they do is like they go to the appearances, change some of the appearances, and then we expect the DWF to be correctly created, and the DWF is correctly created, but the SVG that's created from the model derivative, it's like working half. So some of the parts correctly get colored, but some not. So it's kind of interesting.
Might be a material library.
So are you doing overrides,
guys?
Sorry, are you doing overrides?
I mean, we just change the appearance. I'm
yeah,
not
but
sure
at
if
what
that's
level?
what you
Yeah,
refer.
but at what level are you?
at
the
assembly level.
Exactly. So that's an override. So yeah, and there are issues with it. But if you can provide a sample, I can add it to the ticket that I already logged. So they will look into that.
Okay, I should send you, Adam, one of the inventor models as a pack and go, I guess, right?
Right. Hopefully as small as possible. The smaller the better. It's easier
sure. Yeah, of course.
So you can
200, 300 megs, I think. Yeah, sure. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Toby. And I believe we have guests today to show us some cool stuff. Are you there, Chuck? You are on mute if you're talking.
I'm gonna show it instead of Chuck. Same company.
Hi, sorry.
Oh, yes.
It's actually Rami. He's our VP of Engineering and Development.
Yes, hi, Rami.
Hey.
Yeah, please. I'm not sure if you are. I believe you can present, and you have the floor. Go ahead. And if you want to open your camera, if you're there, happy to.
Yeah, I have it open, no?
Yes.
Cool.
Top right. Well, I don't know where is he located for you, but I do see him.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, different screens.
I see.
My bad. Yes.
All right. So, okay, as you might know, we have at BlackSmithSoft, we do cloud-based applications on top of Autodesk Build. So basically,
can you show us the website so we know more about you?
Sure.
Your institutional website.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what we do, we have 4 line of products: BlackSmithSoft digital construction for civil infrastructure projects and workplace planning for oil and gas and capital projects. And we have 2 tools that are practically on top of Autodesk Build that were built during the work we were doing creating the 2 main applications, which is to manage a construction project from A to Z and to collect progress with the point cloud integration with terrain from InfraWorks and all your BIM models, with your schedule to generate 5D simulations with the cost and 4D simulations as well. So, and to manage the project from A to Z. So these are all the projects. The idea while we were working on these projects with clients, we seen a lot of requirements come up basically on the process that they were using BIM 360 and the needs for additional functionalities on top. So we used Forge for that and to create 2 apps. The first one was created because the clients wanted to find files directly on top of BIM 360 and currently also the unified platform. So the example here, let me minimize the video. So the ability to search multiple projects through multiple accounts on a criteria and to save the search set and to do it on the go. So here I'm going to show you some examples. So I have here, I'm searching 2 folders. Each folder is from to different places and on the criteria that I set, and I will get directly the results, as well as drawings with all the properties and custom attributes that you have here. So if you have multiple projects and multiple files, this tool helps you to do that as well, especially if you have access to multiple accounts, so which we see a lot of clients do. So with this tool, we got access to more markets, because we published it as a standalone cloud application on top of BIM 360 and the unified platform. So we got additional markets and outside construction as well. So it was a nice change. I'm going to do a demo on one thing that we usually say, that we are always going to the cloud, paperless, and so forth. But one thing happens, that once you once you print any document that you have, so the link with the digital world is broken. So we have a couple of clients, and they wanted ability to track these printed files and to see where they are, what's the progress, are they the latest, to identify if they are the latest or not. And if what we have is, we made an automated using webhooks, model derivatives, and BIM 360 API to add a QR code on any file you upload to designated folders that you assign on BIM 360 or ACC. Guys, if you have anyone have a QR code reader, please feel free to scan this. I'm opening my QR reader. I'm going to show the output on the screen, but if you want to try it yourself, please do.
Can you zoom into it a bit more?
Yeah, it does work.
Because on my side, the quality seems a bit blurred. So if you could zoom in.
You don't, it's not zooming more. So I'll share it in the chat.
It works. I can see on my phone, but when I click on the link, it asks for my BIM 360 account, which is correct.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have access to the BIM 360 account. Yeah.
But yeah,
sure.
I think it's.
How come you don't have access to it, Augusto? Huh?
Well, I tried to hack it, but it's very hard.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking for the penetration testing. Okay, so here you see, like, okay, what you saw if you scan this. Let me share this link in the chat. So, Augusto, if you can, because I'm sharing.
Say again, sorry.
Okay, let me try to everyone. Oh, okay.
No, it is sharing. It's okay.
Yeah, I sent the link to everyone if they want to see it
I
themselves.
Yes.
So yeah, I've done it already. So just I'm waiting for this to move from mine. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna show attributes here. There are options. So what happens if once you open this file, this link, now I added an option, it will show you that this file is the latest version and all the attributes associated with it now. So what happens if I go ahead and upload a new file, a new revision of this file that I was just scanning? Let me find, I'm gonna upload the same file technically. So it's this drawing. So as I've used for sample. And if I go to docs and I just drag and drop it here. So there's no additional action to be done by the end users. So all the users of the corporation can continue using BIM 360 or docs in the same manner they are using it. So that's why it's automated. So only the admin of the company needs to know about this page because he's activating it and then forgetting about it. So once it's uploaded, you wait a few seconds, it will upload a new version as well on top of it, which is here it's version 3. Now it's becoming version 4. So yeah, and it needs a refresh. And if you now refresh the page that you scanned, it's the same URL link because it's the same link. So I'm just gonna refresh it. It will say this file is not the latest version. And these are the attributes. The attributes didn't change. Let me change them. Okay, so if I came here and say this is A and this is IFC. Okay, and if I refresh, it will tell me that it was WIP, the scanned version, and the latest version is IFC. And if they want, they can open the latest in ACC. So if they have BIM 360 on their iPad, they can directly check this data is correct, like go back to the digital version of the document and to compare using the viewer that is associated with the docs to compare the two files to see what's the difference maybe, or print out the new version. So this helps bringing people back into the digital as well. So
Cool.
yeah, these two small tools I wanted to show today.
Yeah,
It
really
won't be,
impressive.
I won't be able to to show everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's yeah, time is always pushing us. So let's see if just give some time for questions then. I think that's quite interesting. I have one question actually. So you're saying about the penetration test, right?
Yeah.
It's in that case, as you are showing BIM 360 data on that public web page, the key point there is to make sure that you are not exposing tokens to the client, right, to the browser. So BIM 360 is safe. The authentication process is also safe, but sometimes the application, like an application like yours, may expose a token to the browser, and that token can give access to additional information. Let's say if the token contains read and write permissions, right? So make sure that make sure that we're not sending any tokens to the client, and if you do, send a viewables read. That's what you need for the viewer. Data read and data write tokens are for the server only, right? To not send that to the client. So that should prevent someone from exploiting this kind of vulnerability on your application.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we do is we don't share any with the client side of the application or any tokens. So it's all on the server side as well.
Mm.
So all the applications talking with our internal API as well, only.
And I think I have one more then. You were showing a search thing. Is that search using searching on the metadata or just on the or on the file attributes?
That's a good question. Like what we're doing here is we're searching the metadata and properties of the that you have. So here, like you have the name, version, created on, last modified, file type, and file size, and all the custom attributes that are found on the file, on the folder or subfolders itself. So if you select multiple files from multiple accounts, it will take the comment. So let me say here, for example, if I go here and say for project files, and here I will open sample files. The main idea, we're not searching anything under it, like the content of the file, because that will require caching the data, processing the data beforehand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and this will remove the privacy of the companies that are using it. So they won't be happy about it being invasive to their data. So this
Did we lose him for a moment?
Yeah, it looks like his video is frozen.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Actually, I want to ask a question in regarding to what Rami was showing. I noticed that the description is not visible, and I believe it was requested before whether we can view the description of the file itself. Would this be something available in the API in the coming few months, let's say?
So the description that shows inside the construction cloud, right? The file description. I think there was a request for that, but I don't think it's exposed. So we have to check with the teams if there is a deadline or if there is a roadmap for it. I'm not aware right now. So I
Sorry,
think
I was cut off. While
yes, yeah, no problem. I think that answered my next question. I was going to ask if you have a side database, a search database, but you said no, you're only using BIM 360 search feature to avoid duplicating or having data somewhere
not
else, right?
actually the search feature itself, because they're like we need to do more filtering on top of it. So what we did, we created our own search feature using the API on top of the API. Yeah, so because you have also the hidden files issue, like if you delete the folder, the files don't show as deleted, so you'll get them in the search results. So either you cache it, or you cache the hierarchy, or you do your own. So we ended up doing our own.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Thank you very much. That's a very nice presentation. And let's see if you have any other questions. Just because we are
can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yes, we noticed something there here with some large Navisworks file that we were translating using the model derivative API, and suddenly they got much larger. So they had some textures with landscape, with images. So is there any changes there that happened lately that makes this huge change in the resulted Forge files? Because the image files now is 2048 times 2048, and they were half the size before. The resolution is higher as well, so that is great. But now some of our customers can't even load those models because they are so huge. So if that is the case, it would be very nice to know if that really is the case, because then they have to reduce the models on their sides. So yeah, do you have any knowledge about that?
So as I remember, the last change on the Navisworks translation was a few months ago. When you say recently, are you talking last week, last month?
Last month.
Okay, so I would have to double check. Definitely not that I'm aware. The last change was with the new Navisworks engine, maybe, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. I think it was late last year. Yeah, so we can definitely check that.
Yes, I also sent a support mail on this,
okay. Perfect.
So I can send you the ticket to you afterwards, Augusto, so that you have the ticket for that support mail.
I can find it on our system.
Yeah, go some double work for you there. 2 people checking up the same thing.
Yeah, I'll check on our support. The ticket is there. Then I'll definitely check it. Thank you, Frog.
Okay.
So as we are just a few minutes after the hour, thank you everyone for attending today. Was very nice presentation by you guys, and I hope to see you all in 2 weeks, same time, same link, and on the May 19th. And thank you again for the presentation, Rami. It was very nice, and for answering all of our questions. And
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
For having
See you soon.
All right. Bye.